Hi everyone, this is Jason from Metal Flesh. Today I'm gonna try to rank all of the Iced Earth discography, starting from Getting the Bin tier all the way up to From Here to Eternity. The only member that is from the beginning of the band up until this point is Jon Schaffer. We've got loads of band members in and out. I'm just gonna name drop like a few. It's too many to name, to be honest. Right, we're gonna kick things off with their debut album called Iced Earth in 1990. It's raw, aggressive, and it's the main root of the music. It's like leads towards thrash metal with fast and sharp riffing and just a dark atmosphere. The vocals are rough and in some cases they're unbearable, to say the least. There's the negative bit about this album is like the production is extremely raw, but still it contains some good songs. Highlights for me will be Written on the Wall and Iced Earth. This one will come up to perhaps the C tier. A year later, we see the release of Night of the Storm Rider, a different singer. It's a conceptual leap forward to a darker, heavier, and more epic sound. The band here manages to mix perfectly the thrash metal elements with power metal, and it just creates a grim and immersed atmosphere. As stated, is a leap forward songwriting and production wise when compared to the first album. Highlights here will be Pure Evil and The Path I Choose. For me, this is like an A tier. They've really stepped up their game here. 1995, we see Burnt Offerings, Matt Barlow on the vocals. For me, Matt is the representation of the Iced Earth vocalist and the Iced Earth sound, to be honest. This album is relentless, brutal, emotionally charged. The riffs are crashing and the tempos are aggressive, and at the same time it just carries a bleak and a dark apocalyptic atmosphere and mood. The album manages to mix some of the early heavier roots and more melodic tunes throughout the album. As stated, the vocals are absolutely fantastic. Production wise, it's similar to Night of the Storm Rider. Highlights for me will be Dante's Inferno, amazing song, and Burnt Offerings. For me, this is a From Here to Eternity album. 1996, we've got Dark Saga. It's a concept album inspired by Spawn, the comic books. This album is the easier accessible album of Iced Earth. It mixes the aggression and the melody and the dramatic singing from Matt Barlow. As stated, this is a more melodical approach. When comparing this to Burnt Offering, yes, it is more melodic, but the production is even 10 times better than Burnt Offerings. Highlights will be A Question of Heaven and Violate. For me, this From Here to Eternity, it's for me slightly better than Burnt Offerings. 1998, we see the release of Something Wicked This Way Comes. This is where Iced Earth really peaked. They were top of their game with an amazing album from start to finish. It's epic, expansive, and it's introducing the Something Wicked storyline trilogy. And it balances aggression and melody and some progressive elements really well. For me, highlights will be Burning Times and My Own Savior. For me, this is another From Here to Eternity. I don't know. I'm just gonna put it like this way, like the way they came out. 2001. Right, we've got another concept album. This is based on classic horror characters. The album is heavy, melodic, and riff driven, with strong hooks and theatrical aids. It's less epic than Something Wicked. The band seems to be having some fun with it. Production is really, really good. Just a couple of skippable songs here and there. Highlights for me will be Jack and Damien. For me, this is an A tier. This is going to go right here. 2004, we've got The Glorious Burden. As I stated earlier, Matt Barlow is the sound and voice of Iced Earth. Here we've got Tim Ripper Owens on vocals. A massive shift on the Iced Earth sound. The album is split between power metal, and we've got again a different trilogy here, the Gettysburg. The band incorporates an orchestra, something that they haven't done before. It's quite a lot of experimental and less focused than the previous releases. It's bold in the sense of John Schaefer tried to do something different, but the outcome is quite a mixed bag. There's quite a few skippable songs. For me, this at this point, I start like going downhill from this point. This album was the initial stages of it. Highlights will be The Reckoning and High Water Mark. For me, this is gonna come into a B tier. 2007, we've got Framing Armageddon, Something Wicked Part 1. Second album with Ripper Owens on vocals. This album returns to Something Wicked storyline with the modern progression, a few aggressive fast tunes, and quite a lot of interlude songs, loads of filler songs. Not a great album. This one just collects dust in my collection. It's really hard to pick two songs up as a highlight. I'm just going to pick one, 10,000 Strong. For me, this is a get in the bin. So Iced Earth at this point, they hit like a new low point in their career, so they just decided to switch things up, get Matt Barlow back on the band, and release the Crucible of Man, Something Wicked Part 2 in 2008. This is a more melodic part than Part 1. It's focusing on atmosphere and a grand arrangements with loads and loads of interludes that go nowhere. Highlights, I'm just going to pick one song, I Walk Alone. It's a mid-tempo song, not that great to be honest. Again, this is an extremely forgettable album. It's just, yeah, not great. It's just going to go get in the bin. At this point, after this album, I kind of gave up on Iced Earth, and then 2011 they just released Dystopia. I was quite apprehensive to buy it or even to listen to it, but when I gave it a chance, oh my god, this is like an amazing album. We've got a new singer on behind the microphone, Stu Block. The overall, the album is modern, aggressive, and razor sharp, with tight songwriting, excellent production, and darker tone as overall. It's returned back to form with a few great songs. As I stated, I have to choose two. I will go with Dystopia and Days of Rage. For me, this is an A-tier album, and it's gonna go right here. 2014, Plagues of Babylon. I was quite excited to buy this record, only because Dystopia was an amazing album, and I was thinking that the band was gonna do Dystopia Part 2. Well, I was quite disappointed when I heard the final outcome. Overall, the album is heavy and riff driven with thrash heads. Some good performances, quite a lot of filler songs. I believe it contains 2 cover songs as well. They're not that great, to be honest. And the first 3 tracks again goes back to the Something Wicked multiverse or universe or whatever. As I stated, mixed bag of songwriting, not that great. Highlights will be Democyte and Plagues of Babylon. For me, this is like a D tier. 2017, we've got the latest Iced Earth album, Incorruptible. I don't know if they're going to release any new material. I hope they do. Band returns back to epic themes with traditional heavy metal influences and refined songwriting. Much better songwriting than the previous record. Still a good effort. A few skippable songs here and there. It's more melodic than Plagues of Babylon, and it's closer to the Iced Earth sound. For me, the highlights here will be Great Heathen Army and Seven-Headed Whore. To me, this is like a B tier, and there you have it. Right, so the entire Iced Earth discography ranked from Get in the Bin to From Here to Eternity. Until the next time, stay metal, and I'll see you guys soon.